My name is Quack, and this is Hidden Angle. Today, there will be a lot of crazy news. The mayor dog and the new Titanic. Drunk Russians on a plane. Well, what else should they be? They are Russians, musicians, and Wagner. Quack, who came up with the idea of calling prisoners musicians? By the way, this is the topic of the week. To be honest, I already throw up when I hear about this clowning. I hope you hold on. Well, let's go! Putin likely long-term loser after Wagner Group rebellion exposes weaknesses. The Wagner Group's insurrection may have only lasted about 36 hours, but it will likely have damaging consequences for Russian President Vladimir Putin and his war on Ukraine, experts and officials say. Well, I don't think that Putin will have any consequences after this, as the word consequences must have been already banned in Russia, so everything goes according to plan. I think I understand why I never liked Wagner. It all started on the day when my mother enrolled me in music school. Elon Musk's mom warns him not to fight Mark Zuckerberg after cage match challenge. This awkward moment when you control half of the world, being the richest and super powerful person, but your mom doesn't allow you to come out and play with your friends. Poor boy. Oh, but you can fire other 200 people from Twitter to show everybody your coolness, can't you? A police chase in North Florida came to a bizarre conclusion when the driver was pulled from his vehicle wearing only a scarf around his midsection and socks, according to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Well, I wonder if the cops found lipstick on the guy's wiener. 'Cause there's nothing quite like riding around town getting DNA samples from someone. Which is a good alibi, by the way. Invading mosquitoes bring killer diseases to Europe. Well, I don't see any problem with these mosquitoes, while we have so many international organizations as UN, OSCE, and ICRC. They already have a solution for any problem. It's called We Are Very Concerned strategy. And if those mosquitoes will show Russian passports, they'll be even carefully wrapped in a cozy warm blanket. A couple who recently got married have decided to spend their honeymoon in the most romantic way possible, cleaning toilets at Glastonbury. That's a hell of an approach. Any marriage starts with honeymoon and ends up with cleaning toilets, but this couple goes the Benjamin Button way. Right, ladies? U.S. approves lab-grown meat for sale. Two companies have got the go-ahead to sell chicken grown directly from animal cells, meaning cultivated meat could soon be available for consumers at certain restaurants. What the quack is that? While you people are scared of losing your jobs because of AI, we, the ducks, have already lost our jobs because of the quacking chicken. The ones we used as sex toys in the lab are now on hype. Give me back my lab! Illinois man charged after telling police he shot himself in leg during dream about home intruder. A suburban Chicago man is facing firearm charges after he told officers he accidentally shot himself in the leg while dreaming that an intruder was breaking into his home, police said. Oh, for this guy, sleeping with the gun is not the best idea, because when he'll dream about being Kurt Cobain, the police officers will have no one to charge. So selfish. A restaurant must pay workers $140,000 after allegedly hiring a fake priest to extract confessions of workers' sins. The owner, Che Garibaldi, who operates 2 locations of Taqueria Garibaldi in Northern California, hired a fake priest to hear confessions during work hours and get the sins out, including asking them if they had been late for work, stolen money from the restaurant, or had bad intentions toward their employer. And I'd like to make an official statement. If you ever again give me such a long read, I'll firstly bite you, and secondly, don't you dare raising your quacking head! Whoa, the guy's vision is impressive. Apparently, the strategy of hiring the fake lawyer didn't work, given the $140K paycheck. Woman's fake tan transformation is so extreme, people tell her have a bath. Savannah Grace had a dramatic transformation after a fake tan to make her natural skin color way darker. A woman's fake tan that is so dark she looks like a statue has split opinion online. Why people are so crazy about transforming themselves. As a dog-born, I have never been thinking on turning myself into Colibri. If I turn Colibri, then my nose is gonna be this tight. How many quacking chicks can I satisfy with this? Sorry guys, I need a break. Let me go, you stupid cup! Nearly 400 websites promoting Russian propaganda and disseminating fake information have been discovered in Bulgaria. Damn, these quackers again. Can you please stop bothering these Russian propaganda websites? Because it's the only advertising channel for Ukrainian secret biolabs. They help my feathery brothers find a job. A wave of mass brawls at German outdoor pools has led to calls for increased security at popular summer swimming spots. Several incidents have been recorded in the last week alone. More than 40 people participated in one fight. As for me, sunbathing is always a bad idea. When you get burned by the sun, who do you blame for it? Your neighbor, of course. So I'd rather give Germans more beer and bet on Bavarians. In its early phases, Ukrainians' counteroffensive is having less success, and Russian forces are showing more competence than Western assessments expected. 2 Western officials and a senior U.S. military official tell CNN. According to the Western assessments, Russian lines of defense have been proving well fortified, making it difficult for Ukrainian forces to breach them. That awkward moment when West gave a low rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but they forgot that it's not a movie. Standoff as Russian Federation diplomat refuses to leave Canberra site that was subjected to emergency laws. A diplomat is defying new emergency laws and is refusing to leave a piece of land that Russia wants to use as an embassy near Parliament House. Come on! It's just a typical story about typical Russian acting like a typical Russian. Australians should have learned from Ukrainians that these typical Russians are easily removed by typical Storm Shadow missiles. Not diplomatic, but efficient, though. A pupil in Scotland told their school they identified as a fox amid what teaching unions have warned is a toxic environment for staff. Secondary teachers have been left fearing disciplinary action for either denying children their rights or indulging bizarre whims. These Scottish guys have just outplayed transgenders. Why bother with transitions if you can declare yourself any cute creature? We should stop this right now until politics start using this as an alibi trick to explain their quack-ups. At that moment, I was a sheep, so it was okay to quack another sheep. Man runs 100 meters in 12.82 seconds while wearing high heels. A serial record breaker from Spain added a new title to his name by running a 100-meter sprint while wearing high heels. Of course, why breaking a real record when you can invent your own? It's like a shortcut to anything. Pretty quacking typical move for siesta fans. 2 Russian men have been arrested after drunkenly causing a scene on an EasyJet flight from Manchester to Turkey. The pair, aged 48 and 39, were bundled off the plane by police in Greece after the pilot diverted there when they refused to settle down. So, what's the buzz about it? Like if Russians in Turkey, Egypt, or Britain behave like a drunk duck, sound like a drunk duck, walk like a drunk duck, curses hotel staff like a drunk duck, steals towels and alcohol from mini bar like a drunk duck, they are not ducks. They are just rude Russian quacks. So keep your hands off featheries! NASA just recycled 98% of all astronaut pee and sweat on the ISS. Engineers are thrilled. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station have achieved a 98% water recovery rate and a breakthrough achieved by a method that might make the faint of heart slightly squeamish. They hit peak astronaut pee recycling. If it goes like this, their meal will soon be made out of their recycled shit. So the last thing that the astronaut ate before the launch will be his only taste for the whole mission, with light notes of shit. Toronto will soon decide who will be its next mayor after revelations of an extramarital affair pushed the city's longtime leader out of office. There is no shortage of candidates to choose from. In fact, a historic total of 102 names will be on the ballot, including Molly, the dog. Could be a great opportunity for Donald Trump. Being Toronto mayor is definitely better than being Donald Trump. Oh, by the way, I know this dog, Molly. I remember her hunting my ass all the time. She was like, I just want to know you better. Yeah, right. Stay out of my ass! I could find 150 more Wagner News articles and blow your mind. But why bother? Let the Russian propaganda explode your brains. I promise not to torment you next week. Don't forget me. Bye! But no, so I won't let you go. Dun, 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 dun.